Magnolias make fantastic specimen plants that will last for many years. Now, it might not look much now, but in 10 to 20 years, this magnolia will become the crowning feature of this spring garden. It's going to be here a long time, so it's well worth taking time to plant it properly. Like any spring flowering plant, there is a risk that frost can damage the blooms. You can minimise this risk by planting magnolias in a sunny or semi-shaded spot. Avoid strong winds and frost pockets and try to make sure that they will have the light and space available to grow to their full potential. Today I'm planting Magnolia Elizabeth, which has these beautiful primrose yellow flowers. I've dug a planting hole that is deeper and slightly wider than the container that it's growing in. Now you'll need to make sure that you loosen up the bottom and the sides of the planting pit, and this will allow the roots to spread out of the planting pit as it grows. Most magnolias like a moist, neutral to slightly acid soil. Chalky soils aren't ideal, but there are a few species like the Magnolia stellata over there which will tolerate more alkali conditions. Now the soil here is very good, but I'm still going to add in some well-rotted manure. It's full of nutrients and it will help to feed the plant in years to come. Make sure that you mix it in thoroughly. Position your magnolia in the planting hole and loosen the root ball slightly to encourage the roots to branch out. Most magnolias are grafted plants, and it's really important that you don't bury that below ground level. Make sure that the top of the root ball is level with the soil surface. Backfill the planting hole with soil and gently press the soil around the roots with your boot, making sure that it's planted firmly. I'm going to add a spiral tree guard, and this will protect the stem from being nibbled by rabbits. Taller specimens will also need staking to stop them being rocked by the wind during establishment. Next, we just need to give it a water. It's important that the soil remains moist, so be prepared to water them during dry periods over the next few years while the roots are still establishing. Finally, it's a good idea to add a mulch of garden compost or well-rotted manure, and this will help to retain moisture in the soil. But just make sure that you don't leave it mounded up around the stem or cover up the graft. With proper planting and aftercare, this magnolia will form a sensational focal point every spring, getting bigger and better each year.